Well, it's been a busy week. I picked up probably about 30 hours this week of work on top of what I usually work. Um, Working out's been relatively good. Diet's been really good. Studied for the MCAT a bit. I start school next Tuesday. It's freaking crazy. I'm going to record a little bit of a gym vlog for you guys today because it's been a hot minute since I posted it. I want to make a good video. So where to begin? Today's my heavy leg day, so we're going to be going for some heavy squats. I already did hamstring curls because I thought I forgot my microphone, but upon trying to unearth my knee straps underneath my sweatshirt, I discovered that I had my mic in my bag and not in my car where I usually have it, so nice little surprise there. So, I ordered some supplements the other day, restocked my Tongadali and my ashwagandha maca root I got, and then I got some L-carnitine, L-citrulline. Overall, just some good supplements to take. Multivitamin, I have a lot of multivitamin left, so I don't need to take any of that. I went to the dentist this morning, got my teeth poked out, so my mouth's a little bit sore. Figured I'd treat myself afterwards, and I got a Ghost. And then, I know it's not like Whole Foods, but I just wanted to get it. So I figured I would make an exception today since I've been really craving it recently. No pre-workout today, just running off of the Ghost today. So I'll go home today and get showered and everything, get ready for work. But I'm going to start warming up for these squats here in a second. And I'll show you guys kind of like my warm-up routine for everything. Alright, so I kind of just got my stuff out here. What I usually wear, I'm going to clip this to my hoodie actually, so I can talk and do everything at the same time. So right now, I started running these about last year. I got some SBD knee sleeves. I never said anything about it on the channel, but I have my ACL meniscus I tore a couple years ago, so my knees are really kind of bad. And I got these to help with some knee pain when squatting because I wanted to get into squatting. And it helps tremendously. Overall, my stability is really good and able to squat a lot more weight with these. Like, even if I don't have these on, like 225 kind of gets uncomfortable on my knees. And the most I've ever squatted before was 415. So having these makes a massive difference. And then in addition to these knee sleeves, I either squat, usually when I'm at school and I squat, they have like nice rubber padding on the floor, so I usually squat barefoot. But overall, when I'm lifting here, like the floor is really slippery, so I like to have some kind of shoe on. I just have some Nikes, really any kind of flat bottom shoe will do. I see people wear Chucks a lot, or they'll have squat shoes. I just don't really want to spend the extra money on getting squat shoes right now. And another thing that's really important, obviously, as you've probably seen in one of my other videos before, whether it's from back day or leg day previously, I've got a belt in there. I've had that belt for about a year and a half. It served me really well. It's a PR Lifestyle belt. If you don't know, that's Larry Wheels' little company that he has. Really good belt, 13mm prong belt. I love it. If I need a belt, I'll probably double down. I'll get an SBD belt just because I love their equipment so much. So essentially with squats, what I like to do to warm up is I do my hamstring exercise first because I've just found I'm a little bit more loose that way. This is Smith machine, so my setup's just going to be a little bit different on the Smith machine than regular barbell squat. But typically, to warm up, I'll do some kind of like Cossack squat like this, and I'll just like kind of stay low and just work on my mobility a little bit. When I get up to heavier sets, I'll do some more hip mobility and ankle mobility stuff and try and enhance my flexibility a bit. But without further ado, I'm just going to start loading the weights on. I'm going to hope to get a nice, good single today, see how it feels. But we'll see. Boom. So, let's talk about like lifting, I guess, enjoy for a second. So I mentioned in my push day, which is, by the way, my most popular video so far, that you've got to love what you're doing and you've got to kind of fall in love with it in a way in order to stay disciplined in order to get yourself going every day. And I'm a little bit out of breath just because I've been warming up and stuff, and I went really heavy on ham curls this morning. I swear to God, I'm healthy. But it's like, when I was the most cut that I ever was 167, 168 pounds, like dry body weight in the morning, and I had my top 4 abs, and because I have loose skin, it's a little bit hard to see the bottom ones. It's just something I'm gonna have to deal with for a while. But my arms were a little bit more vascular, and in some pictures they actually look really big, but I like to think that it's because of how lean I was, and, whatever. But there are some days where I look at old pictures of myself and I'm really cut and everything, and I'm like, man, like, I was better, I was this, I was that. But I look at myself now and, like, I fill out shirts better. I'm not gonna say I look better, especially from, like, an outside point of view, because just out of curiosity, like, I've asked people at work, like, which I think I look better, and some have said, like, it's really funny because I asked, like, this one nurse that I work with, she's real big in fitness and everything. I'm like, oh, like, which do you think I looked better? And just because I was curious, and she said that I looked better in the picture where I was leaner. But I asked a guy that I work with who lifts and everything, he said I looked better in the picture where I was more bulked up. And there are some days where I look at myself when I'm bulked up like this and I'm like, oh, like, I look a lot better. But there are some days where I look at myself and my muscle bellies just aren't as full, or I'm a little bit water retentive. I'm like, oh, like, I look like garbage. So it just, like, don't beat yourself up if you were a little bit leaner before, or even if you were a little bit bigger or whatever. Because as long as you're progressing in some way, like for me right now, I'm progressing a lot in this strength department. My isometrics are getting a lot stronger. My lower back's feeling good, so my squat is starting to go up again. My goal for this year, for all 2024, is to hit a 450 squat in, sleeves and a belt. And I want to be able to get 315 for a nice pause single. I've benched 3 plates before, but it was kind of sketchy. And I want to get for a nice pause. And if I can bench that, like, at about, like, sub 190 for a good rep as a natural athlete, I think that would be really something. I mentioned before that I know that there are people stronger than me, natural or not, in my age range and definitely in my body weight class. But overall, I'm just progressing and I'm happy with the progress that I'm making. So it's like, what's the use of it? Another thing is just, like, if you want to gain confidence in yourself, start, like, taking self-care and a thing. And I don't mean, like, self-care like, oh, like, I gotta put a mask on every day, like a skin mask or whatever. I'm talking about, like, get yourself a good face wash. I've been using this St. Ives, like, peach stuff, and it's really nice. It's textured and everything. It's helped my skin a lot. Experiment around. Get yourself a natural body wash. You don't want to get anything with too many chemically stuff in it. And just get stuff that's healthy for you. Find out what hair type you have. Get yourself a specific shampoo and conditioner for it that'll work well for you. And a nice moisturizing or cleansing shampoo and conditioner. And as a guy, I only wash my hair, like, fully with shampoo, like, once a week, once every 5 or 6 days. And my little power mode's on. So just keep that in mind. Like, start taking care of yourself and holding yourself to a higher standard, because that really can make a difference in self-improvement too. And you'll start finding that you'll carry yourself a little bit differently. Okay, let's do a little thing that I'm going to try and show you guys here. Again, we're clipping the mic to the hoodie so you can hear all my groans and grunts during my set. This is just a warm-up set, but what I wanted to show here is that if you, what I like to do when I'm warming up for a squat, especially if it's a heavy day like this, I like to load up a weight that I know I can do, like, relatively well. Like, I'm warming up to the heavy weight, but I like to go a little bit deeper in depth with the layer weight, so that, like, if I fail, like, with my max, if I'm used to squatting it right here and I go lower, it's a greater chance of injury. But if I'm training for the extra flexibility to go all the way down here, and if I fail for whatever reason, it's not the end of the world. And you'll notice a little side note here. You'll notice I have a tear in this hoodie right here. It's a little flex of mine, because it actually tore when I was doing lat pull downs, and the seams on both sides broke. So like, I've had this hoodie for a long time. Measure progress with your clothes, my friends. Measure progress with your clothes, even after you rip them. So a little side, there's not another plate on this side. I gotta fix that. I had to go pee. So we're just gonna do that. Now, I'm warming up just with like 3 to 4 reps. Getting a nice little feel for the depth. I just jumped from 2 plates to 3 plates on here just because I'm used to it. It's a heavy day, so who cares? Nice couple deep breaths. Here we go, nice and deep. We'll go up. Okay. Gonna move that back to the side there. Can't take the hoodie off because I'm talking. Oof. Hope I didn't do a voiceover for my top single there, mostly because I kind of wanted to like muscle up and everything, but I took a video. Hope you enjoyed the angle. I'm soon to back down sets with 3 plates aside. I'm not going to do an RP 10, probably an RP 7 to 9. But it was a real grind, that rep. I'll probably do the same weight next week, depending on how everything feels. Maybe I'll go heavier, maybe I won't, I don't know. But that was tough. It was really tough. Before that rep, I tried it once before that and I failed. But if you could have seen my face, like I was red, man. Like it was freaking hard. But I still have my belt on. Oh. But I'm gonna do another set of these because I did 1 set already. And then I'm just gonna move on to accessories on my quad bias leg day. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pray that the headphone setup works for this outro today, because I recorded the leg day, and I hope you guys like that top set, but I wasn't able to record the rest of the day because, well, my mic died, and I'm making sure that's still on here, and I had work, and, you know, I just got a little bit busy, but making some time today, doing a little drive thing today, recording an outro. Overall, that leg workout felt pretty good, so pretty happy with it. I'm just kind of checking my mic when I can, because my phone's sat, and the way it is, sometimes the mic disconnects, and I get anxious about it. So I talked a little bit in between sets about like taking care of yourself and self-care and everything like that, and part of that is like, you know, getting nice clothes and stuff. It's just a little thing. I've liked Young LA for a while. I'm wearing joggers right now that my brother gave me for my birthday. I'm wearing a gray long sleeve that I bought. My girlfriend got me a really nice Young LA hoodie. I really like Young LA. Fits really nice, and the finish is really good, and overall the materials are really comfy and everything. It's a little bit pricey, but, you know, what you gonna do about that? And one thing I've really gotten into recently is like smells and colognes. So I've kind of wanted to try it for a while, and I've gotten cheapo stuff before, like Nautica Voyage, and like I've gotten a Dossier cologne before, but after that I kind of just stopped. I had EAD Spice for a little bit, but it was like they don't make it anymore, and after I ran out of that, I just kind of stopped. But recently I started getting a little bit more into it, and I got some Versace Eros, and smell of it. And I don't wear it too much. I only ever wear it to see my girlfriend and when I'm around my girlfriend and everything because she likes it. But I also got it's called Musk and Hustle. They're a little, like, dupe brand for colognes and stuff. And they have these little things called Nitro Stubbies. They're like this big and they're roll-on fragrances. I really like them. I got these 2 little sample packs at $6 each, and they smell really good. So, like, if I'm going to work or something, I just want to, like, put on a little something, I'll just, like, rub one on each side of the neck and behind the neck and just on my pulse points, and it smells really good. So, I want to see, I hit a pothole there. There's a disadvantage there of the recording without a stand, but I'm gonna rock with it. So, one thing that's really hard, especially if you're on the road a lot, is eating whole foods. Just because it's really easy just to stop and get yourself a protein shake or a protein bar, because they are yummy, you know. I mean, I love the taste of them, but it's just not natural. So what I've been doing, and it sometimes sucks, sometimes there's my low power mode, I'm just going to click that off, is I've just been getting beef jerky. And sometimes I get really tired of beef jerky. I don't like the smell of beef jerky on my hands, but you gotta get over it, because I really don't want to slip with this, because I felt so good. I feel so good on Whole Foods. I feel so good. And, like, I'm recording this day after my leg day, unfortunately, just because I picked up extra hours at the hospital. And I did a bench workout this morning, and it was good. I hit 285 for a single, and it felt pretty good. My left elbow's bothering me a little bit, so I'm going to try and rehab that a little bit. But it's pool day tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. But I wanted to record a little outro for the leg day video because I didn't get to it yet. I want to be a little bit more diligent with the filming because I go back to school on Tuesday. And I want to make sure I at least keep the good quality content up, if you want to call my content good. Overall, just like as far as staying accountable and everything, I've been fairly good with it. I'm working a lot, getting some extra money so I can make my car payments and everything, and I'm proud of myself, you know? It's good that I'm doing this. I'm happy. So, I'm just off for a little drive for a little bit on my way to work. So I hope all of you guys are doing good, and I'll make a nice video for you guys next time.